What is up, guys, gals, all you awesome minions and gamers of different shapes and sizes? It's me, Josh, here in Proxy, bringing you some more RIGS Mechanized Combat League on the PlayStation 4 via the PSVR headset today, and we're doing some more multiplayer, some more Team Takedown to be more exact, while also showing you some of the gameplay footage of what it looks like to actually purchase a brand new rig, because I've shown you this in the campaign mode. Obviously, I've been doing campaign mode videos, but I haven't actually shown you in the multiplayer, so it'll be really good for those people who are just really into the multiplayer side of things to see some more features, as you know. So what we're trying to do here is finding a brand new rig to try out, because I've been sticking very close to Dead Center. Dead Center is my girl. She's kind of like Ponerette in Titanfall, as you know. I like to name my Titan in Titanfall Ponerette. But in this one, I really stick to Dead Center. She is a beast. I love the flying ability. I love also the special ability of her thief to be able to run around. We have actually purchased Flatliner here, which is a brand new hunter type who is a vampire rig. So as you already know, with the vampire rigs, that allows you to kill an enemy player and then take their rig's armor and regenerate your own. So, very powerful ability, because it means that you can stay in the fight even longer. Now, the great thing about hunters are that they're all-arounders. I've mentioned this before. The hunters are actual all-around rigs. So that means that you can actually, you have a standard jump, you have the standard, you know, speed. You also have the standard armor, well, a little bit more, I would say, than others. And then you also have a little bit more of an advanced melee, which is kind of cool. So it's this thing where you can cover all bases while also not being able to excel at them. We actually have a network issue here, which is the first, because I've never actually experienced this before, which was a little bit worrying. Now, we are using Flatliner. So Flatliner kind of reminds me of the Vampire Tempest, which is the flying ones, as you know, the Tempest, the ones that can actually fly around, like Dead Center. And the vampire version of that one has dual beams as well. It seems that the vampires really like to focus on beam weapons, mainly because they're long range, they're high damage, and they can just cut everything down like a hot knife through butter. That is pretty much what the beam laser does. And you're going to see that today. Like, the hunter rigs that actually wield this can actually move around the map really quickly and just cut everything down. And that's what you want to see when you're playing this. Because remember, it's a competitive game. You want to be whipping some serious ass. Now, we are doing this with 2 human pilots, which is fantastic as well. And we're going against some human pilots too. Because this is the thing. There is actually an issue with the matchmaking. I'm actually going to stand on here and do some long-range attacking. But it seems that someone has actually got ahead of me there and tried to use the beam attack on me as well. Able to take advantage of my hunter class's like size and actually go through those little tunnels. Remember, the Tempest and the Hunter are the only ones that can actually go in the tunnel system. Having a Flatliner battle here in order to take him down with my dual beams. That was close. That was like a Mexican showdown or something. That was excellent. But we're going to keep going on here in attack mode. Remember, if I go into speed mode, I will go a little bit faster. But the unusual thing is that the Hunters don't actually have any kind of special quality about them. As I said, they're all kind of all-arounders, so they can do a little bit of everything, but not excel. They only have like a little bit more of an advanced melee, but they can go into tunnels. Like, it's kind of weird because the Tempest can go into tunnels too, so it's kind of like, why would you want to play as a hunter? You know, if your Tempest can go under a tunnel, it's unusual. The Hunter was able to take me down there with that advanced melee, though. Remember that the Hunter can actually get up close and personal, even with, say, a Sentinel, which is the giant tank rigs. Look at that range on that beam attack. That is just awesome. Nice little bit of damage. I'm trying to escape here because I'm actually getting shot in the butt cheeks. It's got a little bit of that Call of Duty vibe to it. Not too much, but I do find that I do get shot in the backside a little bit. And that is because when you die or get ejected, you can actually pick your spawn. So you can actually tactically kind of spawn yourself behind an enemy player and take them down for a little bit of revenge, which I think is kind of cheeky, but at the same time, I get it. You know, it's supposed to be competitive. And it's this thing too where if you are kind of getting like ganked by the enemy team, oh, we've got that enemy hunter back again for some revenge, and it seems that he's not able to do it. Is that the enemy? Wait, we've got 2 enemy hunters? 2 Flatliners? That can't be right. There can't be 2 Flatliners, or is that the Tempest? I'm not too sure. But we're not going to take down this dude here. Now, he is actually using the nuke ability, which is kind of like Martyrdom in Call of Duty as well. It's just this giant ball of explosive awesome doom. That's what I should probably call it. I'm going to claim that. And I was trying to escape it, but the shockwave is so powerful. Now, there is our Team Sentinel. Now, the Team Sentinel that we actually have has a carapace ability on the back of their, well, back, and that allows them to absorb all damage, which is so cool, apart from melee. So what it's able to do is, if you end up firing, say, smart missiles, which is something that you can't actually dodge in the game, you're just kind of worrying, look at that amazing melee ability, but then that nuke, you have to get out of dodge as fast as possible. So once you use your melee attack, which allows you to go even faster, we're about to run out of time into the half-time mode here. Whew, that was a close one. 15 wins to us and 10 to the enemy. But Mustangs vs Cobras, we're kicking some serious ass. We've kept our overdrive as well, which is pretty fantastic. But the thing to note is that with the carapace and such like that, is it's really good for kind of like counterbalancing those smart missiles for any of those homing attacks, along with the fact that if you're, say, getting outranged, you can actually use that carapace to kind of like, well, I don't want to say Trojan horse, but say like Spartan charge forwards. I mean, you've got to kind of trust your team though. You have to like turn your back and then walk forwards, and then your team can kind of use you as a shield. I've only done this once, and it's really epic if you can do it, because remember, you can't actually look behind your rig. You just have to like literally turn around and then look over its shoulder, and you can see what's going on. So you can actually be this like Spartan special weapon with the carapace rigs. I haven't seen anyone else try it. I've given it a go myself, but again, you have to communicate, because it's really useful if you're able to pull it off. And again, the only way that they can actually take down carapace rigs is by meleeing them in the back. That's the only way they can do it. Whew, it's a really exciting thing, and hopefully I can show you some gameplay of that if I can get some of my teammates together, and then we can do this. Look at that melee! I mean, that guy had like half his health, and as you saw there, it's kind of like the shockwave attack. So with that shockwave, oh my goodness, can I take down his any tempest? It seems not. He had like a tiny bit of health, but he also has the vampire ability, so he will be getting his health back. It's kind of like the shockwave, you know, when it comes to the melee with the hunter classes. The shockwave at close range can take 50 health off in a blast. That is insane. And so when you actually have this balancing of, say, the melee and the hunters and stuff, you have all these like counterbalances, which is awesome. I really, really like that. Let's do some speeding around here, going against that enemy tempest, maybe possibly for some revenge. There we go, we got that takedown. That's what you get for taking me down, buddy. He learned his lesson. Do you think he learned his lesson? I think he's going to come back for more. 2014 at the moment. This is going to be quite a close one, isn't it? I think, wait a minute, we're actually running out of time, but how many kills have I got? Am I actually carrying the team? I'm not too sure. We're doing well, though. We're actually staying in the lead. This is what we want to see. Now, there is actually an enemy pilot above me, so I'm going to have to try and stay in cover. Be able to use that tunnel to my advantage. The hunter class is so small that they're able to actually use those nooks and crannies to their advantage, but that guy was able to get the drop on me and take me down. I am actually going to spawn on the other side of the map. Something that a lot of teammates like to do as well is actually spawn in the battle. That is actually a bad thing to do, because one thing that will end up happening is if you're getting ganked by the enemy team, which is something I was going to mention, they can actually see where you spawn. Like on the maps, you may notice that when you eject, there's these little red circles on the dots where you can spawn. That is where people are actually spawning. So you actually want to not spawn too close to the enemy, because they're going to be waiting for you, and there isn't actually like a, what would you say, a spawn protection shield or anything like that. When you spawn, they will kill your ass. So make sure that you spawn a little bit further away, so at least you have the elements of surprise. Oh, that was a really awesome vampire battle. Dual beamage all over the place. There is actually a hunter flying around here. Can I actually take him down before we actually get this match? Oh, we've got another takedown. Maybe a double kill. That would be really epic. Oh, we got a takedown assist. But that was a nice way to end it. 30. Oh, look at that one. Just as the time is about to run out. 1-0. Whew, that was close. Full time, everybody. 30-21 for the Mustangs. That was a good one. So let's see how many I got there. I must have got at least half. That must have been half, right? I haven't actually watched this video yet, so it's been me doing this fresh for you. Remember, I had to record these and then commentate over them to give it that kind of... Oh my goodness, I got MVP. 14 kills, 15 ejects. That was a nice one. And it seems I was actually way far ahead of my own team and even the enemy players. So it was a fantastic result. Comment section below, though, let me know, what did you think to it? I would love to know. Remember to drop a like if you enjoyed this video. And why not subscribe to see even more RIGS gameplay in the future, along with other PSVR videos. And now we get to see my awesome little emote. Oh, look at this. He's so cute. He's celebrating. Oh, wow. Okay, he wants to get a little bit cocky there. Don't rub it in too much, buddy. But either way, it's been me, Josh, aka Proxy, bringing you some RIGS Mechanized Combat League, and I will see you all next time. Ciao for now.